Good afternoon. My name is Connie Stogner, and I'm the Vice President of Community Services here at SAFE. SAFE, which stands for Stop Abuse for Everyone, is the merger of what used to be Safe Place and the Austin Children's Shelter. Both of those agencies no longer exist, so when you hear someone talk about those, it's now we're just SAFE. And we serve survivors of domestic violence, sexual assault, child abuse, and exploitation. Unfortunately, during this era of the pandemic, it's difficult to come out and take a tour, so I wanted to just go over some of our programs in the next few minutes to tell you about what all we do. First and foremost, we operate an emergency shelter for domestic violence survivors. It's a large shelter on our Grove campus, and anyone that's experiencing domestic violence fleeing their home can access our shelter by calling our hotline. Unfortunately, we do have waiting lists, and so if someone is needing to be in our shelter, we encourage them to call the hotline, to do some safety planning, and to get on our wait list. We prioritize families by level of danger, so if someone calls us and they're at a higher level of danger, they'll probably get into the shelter more quickly than someone that's in less danger. While in shelter, there are lots and lots of services for families. There's counseling, there's groups for the children, there's advocacy, so sort of like case management. Also, we have shelters here, we call them cottages, and they are shelters for children who've been removed from their homes due to abuse by DFPS. We actually have 4 different shelters here on site. We have different ones for teen parents and emergency shelter, and then we have some other cottages or shelters that are longer term, supervised independent living and transitional living for kids that stay with us longer, maybe older kids that are trying to learn how to live independently and have some stability. Additionally, we have 24-hour response for sexual assault. We have both forensic nurses, which do the exams for survivors in the immediate aftermath of a rape. And we also have sexual assault advocates that help that survivor kind of understand their rights, support them in that moment, whether that be that they need food or clothing. And they will also help them navigate the criminal justice system if that's what they choose to do. We leave those choices entirely up to a survivor. We really want to empower someone that's experienced abuse to let them make their own choices, because so often those choices have been taken away. Additionally, we have a program called Safe Cares that serves survivors of human trafficking up to age 24. So that also has a 24-hour-a-day emergency response and is frequently dispatched by law enforcement. So we'll work with those survivors to help them ideally, really gain trust and relationship with us so we can help them get out of that life if they choose to do so. There are many other services at SAFE that I don't have time to go into here. We have lots of fabulous prevention programs, child abuse prevention programs. We have programs that work specifically with people with disabilities, and we do lots of training. We train other agencies. We have curricula. We have a fabulous program called Expect Respect that is about, started off as teen dating violence prevention, but it's really about promoting healthy relationships for school-age kiddos. Lots of wonderful components to that program as well, Theater Action Project and leadership programs, really trying to build capacity for youth to understand our issues. Additionally, we have legal services and legal advocacy and support for survivors in terms of if they are having to if they're having custody issues, if there are exchange issues. We have lots and lots of fabulous programs. And again, all of these can be accessed through our hotline. So it's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We have text and we have chat and of course, good old-fashioned phone calling. The number is 512-267-SAFE. And anyone that calls our hotline, everything is confidential. So encourage you to, if you have any questions about any of our programs, you can look at our website, you can call our hotline. Thanks so much for your time.